we're doing much more scholarship-based training now. We've only been in our new space for a year, and we've only been around for 3 years. So, but we probably went fourfold. We went from about 10,000 a year to 40,000 this year in free, or most of it is free or reduced rate for our classes. So I've seen that a lot of folks indicating that one of the parents is out of work or businesses have failed. So I could count at least 6 right off the top of my head that have said that in the last couple of months. So.
TAP has certainly been affected. We will, knock on wood, that's why I'm sitting on the wooden chair here, end up the year in the black, but with a much smaller profit margin than we had hoped. We've done it mostly because we anticipated seeing this coming ever since last fall, so we sort of cut back on some of the more expensive projects, made cuts in the office equipment, started trying to expand more of our fee-based programming. Our fees are really minimal, but we started doing that, which is earned income. When a school uses our classes, it costs a minimum amount. We really cut back a lot. We weren't able to count on as many grants as we hope. Most of our income comes from grants. So again, knock on wood, we hope to be in the black this year. But and also our staff, who is usually more office staff and curriculum development, have been doing more teaching themselves. We didn't hire quite as many teachers. And our summer camp staff, a lot of our office staff is actually working. So they're being paid for it, but they're all working sort of double shift, so to speak, creative solutions.
I think that's one of the advantages of working in the art field. You're creative and you're also very resourceful. And so you always think of ways to make something happen. For example, we had an exhibition that was scheduled to come that was from Mexico, but the shipping was $28,000. And so instead of doing that exhibition, we then relied on doing exhibition. Well, for example, this exhibit was originally not planned. We were going to be bringing that major drawing exhibition from the National Museum in Mexico. And so we relied on the resources that we have, and in fact it turned out way better than we thought, because there's a lot of enthusiasm, and we got to showcase our collection. And we're always thinking of new ideas, like as you leave, you might want to try our tasty paletas that we were selling every day and bringing in a little extra income.
Great.
Well, at Tapestry Academy, we're similar to Todd in that we have given quite a few more scholarships to the students. Our adult clientele has decreased quite a bit because they're paying for their children and they're watching their pocketbooks, and so we've been attempting to do all kinds of campaigns, 2-for-1s or whatever it might take to get the adults back in, because we have the largest adult clientele at our academy, but they're watching the money. As far as the actual professional company goes, the contracts for the first time in 20 years, we're having to slash their contracts, and they're all going to take a hit. All the dancers are going to take a hit on that, which was very difficult for us to decide to do. But in order to keep going, we had to, and the dancers were willing to sacrifice in order to keep the performance going on. But it has affected everybody. Fundraising is very difficult, as we all know. And board development and getting people that can really put their full-time energy into helping your organization. Most of us are all trying to juggle jobs and family and everything else. So, that's just a constant challenge for us.
Actually, we also sensed that this was coming on, and our own organization has been looking to expand what we do. So we had already kind of geared up to try to drive in more earned income, and we've been successful in that regard. So, and because we are behind the scenes as an organization, we don't present the big grand performance, we don't have the big galas, we don't have the public events that many people like to go to and support that might be an income source. So we have to be rather creative in terms of what we do to try to increase our income base, so that because we have to continue providing these services. The people who need our services are the artists and arts organizations. It's not necessarily the people who are going to see something, but if we weren't there, there might not be something to go see. So what we've done is this year we've increased our earned income. Our earned income now is 80% of our budget, which is really good considering that we're facing a time when the unearned income is going to go down. And we do events, like we're getting ready to do an event in the fall, and there'll be material about that when you leave, called Get Your Art On. We did it last year. It's a big awareness campaign. It's a celebration of art, culture, and creativity. It's part of National Arts and Humanities Month, which is every year in October. National Arts and Humanities Month is sponsored by the Americans for the Arts. It's the biggest national celebration of art and culture in the nation, and Austin participates in this. The city of Austin participates in this. We've been working with our director of the Cultural Arts Division, Vincent Kitch. We will be having an event the last week in September where there will be a mayoral proclamation saying it's time to get your art on. We have a big insert that's going to be in the Statesman that's publishing every single, so if you're an organization, if you're an artist and you want your event in there, it's no cost to have it listed, but you have to get us that information ASAP. That's in our little handout that we have. But those are the things that we can do to try to help people visit and attend and support your arts organizations and your arts events. And so we encourage you to participate.